So good afternoon. Switch on the videos. Let us start the session now. Yes. So all of you ready with your books? As I said, pencil, scale, eraser, everything ready? Okay. Let's begin. In the previous class, we were talking about accounting equation. Accounting equation. And what is accounting equation? Yes?
Asset is equal to liability plus capital.
Asset is equal to liability plus capital. What is the other name for accounting equation?
Equity.
No, equity is the other name for capital.
Balance sheet equation.
Balance sheet equation. Accounting equation is also called, the other name is balance sheet. Balance sheet equation. So, why does the name balance sheet equation? Why is the name given so? Yes? Why? I told you the balance sheet, the same items are shown on the balance sheet also. The balance sheet on the right hand side we show the assets, or the left hand side we show the liability as well as the capital. So the same relation is expressed in balance sheet. Okay, that's why we give the name for accounting equation as balance sheet equation. Now let's see. So equity, that means liabilities plus capital. Okay, we have two equity, internal equity, external equity. Internal equity is the capital, the owner's equity. Okay, and external equity is the liabilities, outsiders. That is all done. Now let us move on to the problem side. First of all, let us understand these are the assets. I have given the examples for assets. Please take down. Okay, cash, bank, stock, debtors, bills receivables, investment, furniture, machinery, land, building, computer, prepaid expenses, accrued income. These are all assets. I'll tell you about prepaid expenses and accrued income later. Just make a note of it. Just understand these are the assets. When you find these words in the transaction, you should know that they are asset. What is cash? Cash is an asset. And we have one more classification, fixed asset and current asset. Fixed assets are long-term assets which are used for a long period of time. So cash, bank, stock, debtors, they are all current asset. Okay, they are for short period of time, they keep on changing. Anyway, let's understand asset means these are all assets. So when you find these words in a transaction, you understand that they are asset, they belong to the category asset. Okay. Now, we know that asset is equal to liability asset is equal to liabilities plus capital. This is the equation. When there is an asset, when there is an increase in asset, we show it as an addition to it. We write it, add it with the asset side. We will write it to the asset side. That means we are adding an item to the asset. And if there is a reduction in the value of asset, okay, then we will minus it from the asset side. This is the equation, okay. Understand, this is the equation. Oh my god, sorry. This is the equation, and when there is addition to it, we add it. And if there is a reduction in the value of asset, we show it as a reduction, minus. You minus it from this. Okay, we will do the problem, then you will understand more. Now just see, these are the assets. And coming to the liabilities, creditor. Creditor is a liability. Who is creditor? Whose creditors? Who are they?
Who should give the money? Who should pay the money?
To whom the business has to pay money.
Yes.
Yes, that is creditor. So that means creditor is a liability. Creditors bank overdraft. We know that word from banking too, bank overdraft. It is a kind of loan taken from the bank. In addition to the balance available in the account, when you withdraw more than that what is available in the account, we call it overdraft, bank overdraft. That is a liability. You have to repay it to the bank. Bank loan. What is bank loan? A loan that is taken by the bank, taken by the business from the bank. So that is a bank loan. Bills payable. Here asset side you have a bills receivable and liability side you have bills payable. Bills receivable is same as debtors. It is a document prepared by the debtor. So bills receivable, bills payable. The bills, those are for payment. That is liability, bills payable. Outstanding expenses. Expenses. Then income received in advance. I'll explain it later on, but just take it down. They are also liability. They are shown on the liability side. Okay, so this is asset, these are liability. So when there is a liability, you find a liability, what we do? We write it in the liability side. That means we add it to the liability side. Okay. Finish? Did you take down?
Yes, ma'am.
Please. Liabilities, they are creditors, bank overdraft, bank loan, bills payable, outstanding expenses, income received in advance. They are all liabilities. Yes? Finish? Please switch on the videos. Those who have network issue, message me personally in my WhatsApp. Give me a text message. Okay. Now, capital. Capital. If there is introduction of capital, that means starting business with cash. You start a business with cash. Okay. That means there is capital that result in increase in capital. So we show it as increase. We add it to the capital. Okay. And profit on sale. When you have profits, when you get profit from your sale, the profit is shown as an addition to the capital. We add it with the capital. Commission received. When you receive commission, you have heard of the term commission. The same commission is in the business also. When you do some work, you get commission for that. Commission received. Rent received. If anything is given for rent and you receive the rent amount, that is shown as addition to the capital. We will add it with the capital. You will understand that when we do the problem. So just make a note of these items. These items are shown as addition to capital. Okay. Profit on sale, commission received, rent received, interest received, discount received, everything received. And these same things, when it is paid, it becomes expense or loss. So that we will show it as reduction, decrease in capital. Decrease in capital. When there is drawings, what are drawings? What are drawings, Ayuja? What are drawings? Very good. Yeah, very good answer. Right answer. So withdrawal made by the owner from the capital from the business for his personal use. That is the point. Personal use. So that they are drawing. So we are taking it from the business. That means it is taken from the capital of the business. So that will result in the decrease of capital. So we will show it as a reduction in capital, minus capital. And again, when there was a profit, we added. Similarly, when there is a loss on sales, we will deduct it. Rent paid is an expense. The business is paying rent for the services that received. So that is an expense. Salary paid. The business has to pay salary to its employees. The people working there, the business have to give salary. So salary paid is an expense. Wages paid, expense. Commission paid, it is an expense. Discount allowed. Discount allowed. It is a loss for the business. Actually, the price is 30 rupees, just an example, but the business is giving it to the customer for rupees 25. Even though the customer is happy, here there is a reduction of 5 rupees, which is a loss for the business. Am I right? The business is not getting any benefit. It is losing its 5 rupees. So, we show it as minus, we deduct it from the capital. And depreciation. Depreciation is also a loss. Depreciation. What was depreciation? I told you in the class. Depreciation. Remember anyone the term depreciation? What was depreciation? I told you there was a car. You purchased a car worth 5 lakh rupees. And after 3 years, when you sell it, will you get the same 5 lakh rupee?
No.
No.
Yes, Nestle. Reduction in the value of asset. Okay. 3 lakh rupees, you sell it, maybe after 3 years you would get only 3 lakh for the 5 lakh car. Why? Because the model is old, the fashion has gone, or there is some slight damages with the product, with the car. So due to several reasons the price get reduced. That is depreciation, the reduction in the value of asset. Okay, so that's all. Now let's move on to the problem. I will explain you. See, these are the same transaction, similar kind of transaction that is going to repeat throughout in your accountancy. So pay attention. See, the first one, the question is, prove the accounting equation is satisfied in the following transaction. So you are going to apply the accounting equation, which is asset is equal to liabilities, asset is equal to liability plus capital. We are going to prove this equation. Okay. Ram commenced business with a capital 80,000. Ram started a business with capital 80,000. So when you get a question, the first thing that we are going to do is we read the transaction and find out the dual aspects. What is happening there? Which are the items to be recorded? Started business with cash. It is the basic transaction, basic entry. Okay, started business with cash. So Ram is bringing cash, and for business, what is it? It is, what is this for business? It is capital. What is capital? The amount with which the owner starts a business, the investment made by the owner in the business. It could be either in cash or in kind. So that is capital. So for the first transaction, Ram commenced, started business with a capital 80,000. That means the two aspects here, which are they? Cash and capital. Anybody? Please ask doubt now itself, okay? If you have any doubt. Yes. Next one. Purchased machinery for 20,000. So what happened here? What is happening? Purchased machinery. Yes.
Paying.
Sorry? Yes, continue.
Pays 20,000.
Very good. Payment is done 20,000. That means there is a cash involved. 20,000 cash is going out. Am I right? 20,000 cash went and what came inside?
Machines.
Machinery. Machinery came and what is this machinery? It belongs to which category? Is it asset, liability or capital?
Asset.
It is an asset. Yes, it is an asset. Keep it there. Keep it in your mind. Okay. Second one. Purchased machinery from Rahul for 5,000. Okay. Purchased machinery from Rahul for 5,000. Let me tell you. Look at the difference between the transaction 2 and 3. There it is said that purchased machinery for 20,000. But in the third transaction, you can find a name that is Rahul. When you find a name, okay, that means it is a credit transaction. Keep it in your mind. Purchased machinery from Rahul. If it was a cash transaction, they would have mentioned it clearly. Purchased machinery from Rahul for 5,000 in cash. That would be specifically mentioned in cash. Understand? Otherwise, if it is not given, you understand that it is just a credit transaction. Okay? This is a credit transaction. Purchased machinery from Rahul. So what is happening? Who is coming up there? Purchased machinery. So machinery has come inside. Yes, machinery came in. How did it come? It is a credit transaction. So the business is going to pay to someone. Business will have to pay to somebody. So who is that person?
Rahul.
Rahul. Who is he? Is he a debtor or a creditor? For the business. Yes, try. You're right, Krishnanoni, you're right.
Debtor.
Sorry?
He's a debtor.
No, he is a creditor. He is a creditor. First you said creditor. I heard creditor from you. Okay. So, purchased machinery from Rahul. Rahul has given machinery and the business owes money to Rahul now. Business will have to pay Rahul later in future. So, we have a creditor here, that is Rahul. Okay? You understand? Next, see the next one. Purchase goods for cash. You are purchasing goods for cash. So, what is happening there? What are the items coming there?
Good.
Cash transaction.
It is a cash transaction. Very good. So, cash is going out. You have cash and then goods. Goods means here regarding the business, when you write the accounts, use the term stock. This is the word we use for accounting for goods. Okay? Goods means what? The things that the business deals with. Okay? That is goods. Purchased goods for cash. So we have cash and stock. Okay. Now see the fifth one. Purchased goods from Rahim. What is that? Very good. It's a credit transaction. Why credit? You could find a term Rahim. Rahim is a name. A name has come there. I hope all are getting it. All are understanding. Okay. Purchased goods from Rahim, rupees 25,000. So, Rahim again we have a creditor and
Cash transaction.
sorry, No, it's a credit transaction. Rahim is a creditor here. And what is the second one? It is goods. You are purchasing goods. So what is the name for goods we give in accounting?
Stock.
Stock. So we have again stock and creditor. Creditor Rahim. And you can see paid to Rahim. Listen here, the amount was 25. We purchased 25, but here we are paying only 20. So anyways, the two accounts, two aspect here is, one is Rahim, the creditor, and we are paying cash. So there is cash. Okay, let me explain it again some more in detail. Okay, see. Ram commenced business with capital. Ram started business with capital. We have cash as well as capital. Any doubt in this transaction? Anybody, any doubt here? I hope no. So we have cash. We, in the sense, I told you, when you prepare the accounts, we prepare it from the point of view of a business. Business is going to do the accounting now. Business is going to prepare the accounting equation. Okay. So for the business, what is happening? Cash is coming inside. That means asset of the business increase. Am I right? For the business, cash came inside. Cash is an asset. So asset increased for business. Yes or no? Yes? Respond.
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that? It is liability for the business. I told you the capital, even though the owner has made the investment, the capital is considered as liability for the business. The business should repay it back to the owner. So we consider this capital as liability. So there is increase in liability. Liability increased. Okay? So always when someone, the owner started business with cash, is a common transaction you will have throughout in your accounting. So the two items are cash, capital. Clear? Cash, capital. Cash is an asset, capital we write it in the liability side. It is a liability. Okay, that's done. Purchased machinery for 20,000. I told you, purchased machinery for 20,000. It is a cash transaction. Machinery is coming inside. It is an asset. Machinery is an asset. So for the business, asset increased. Cash decreased. We pay the cash. We gave 20,000. We got machinery. So the cash, which is an asset, it is decreasing. Any doubt? Make it clear from the class itself. Think. Understand.
Once more, ma'am.
Yes?
Can I explain once more?
See, Krishnanunni, you are purchasing a machinery. Okay? You are purchasing a machinery. So when you purchase a machinery, definitely you will pay cash. This is a cash transaction. Purchased machinery for 20,000. Krishnanunni is paying 20,000. You will pay 20,000. You get machinery. So what happened here? Your cash balance reduced. In your purse, you had 50,000 rupees. But you had to pay 20,000. Am I right? So that means your cash reduced minus 20,000. Am I right? But what happened? You got a machinery worth 20,000. Clear? Yes. And see the next one. Purchased machinery from Rahul. Rahul is creditor. You got a new liability there. You will have to pay to Rahul one day, tomorrow, in future. It is a liability. But what came inside? You purchased machinery. So an asset, machinery increased. Yes? Are you all clear with the idea? Okay. Aparna is not there in the class. Pavitra not there. Okay. Okay. Again, purchased goods for cash. It is a cash transaction. So, stock is the word that we used. We have same like machinery, but here it is stock that we purchased. Stock came inside, cash went outside. Cash, which is an asset, decreased. Clear? Purchased goods from Rahim 25,000. Again, I told you Rahim is a creditor. Next creditor. What did we buy from him? The business purchased stock. Stock came inside the business. Stock, which is an asset, asset has increased. But creditor, it is liability, and here the liability is increasing. For it is a liability for the business. Now, paid to Rahim. Okay, paid to Rahim. Rahim was our liability. We are paying 20,000. So what happened? Liability decreased. I had a liability. The business had a liability 20,000. The business is paying it. That means what? His liability has gone. I mean liability has reduced. Now the business need not pay Rahim. So liability is decreasing. When payment is done, liability is decreasing. Okay? Again, cash is also getting reduced. We are paying the cash. I gave 20,000. So cash balance also reduced. At the same time, my liability which I had to pay, that also reduced. These are the 6 transactions. Now we are going to do it as a table. I will tell you, wait. First of all, you draw this. We need how many? 1, 2, not 2, there. 1 for writing the number, SL number, equation number, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. We want 8 columns. Please draw fast. I will tell you. This is the first problem. I will tell you. We are going to prove this asset is equal to liability plus capital. So whatever assets you get, that will be always equal to, the left hand side is always equal to the right hand side. LHS is equal to RHS. Remember? Now, when you get a question, as we said in the beginning, we read the transaction and we wrote what is happening. What are the accounts that will appear? Am I right? Cash, machinery, stock, creditor. So, immediately for the exam, when you get the question, you will read it, you will identify what is involved. Then you will get an idea how many columns should be provided. For everything you should provide 1 column. Items. For cash, 1 column. Machinery, 1 column. Stock, 1 column. And we are giving a total column. Again, creditors, capital, total column. Now I will tell you. The same thing, we are going to write it in this table and we are going to prove it that asset is equal to liability plus capital. Finish?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I start explaining? Please tell me.
Wait, ma'am. Wait.
Okay, okay. Wait, I'm waiting. Okay. Please tell me once you finish.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, over. Okay, I'll give you time. Let me explain this. Okay. So we have prepared columns, rows, everything is ready. Okay. First, number 1. We know that cash is coming inside. Started business with cash 80,000. I mean capital 80,000. Okay. What did happen there? Cash increased. Cash, this is business. Business is writing it in a chart. Okay. So, business is writing under cash. I got 80,000 rupees as cash. And again, the business record it in the capital side. It is my liability. I have to pay this to the owner back. So I wrote it 80,000 on capital. Who is preparing this? The business is preparing it. Okay. So there is nothing else. Number 1, for first transaction, we don't have anything else. We have only cash and capital. So we will leave others as blank. It is blank. Clear? So that straight row, what is the total? We have 80,000 total. Any doubt? Here also 80,000. There is nothing else. There is no machinery, no stock. So here the 80,000 is the total. Here also there is no creditor, capital. 80,000 is the total. Clear? Okay, done. Next thing, next transaction. So that is over. Number 2. Purchased machinery for cash. So what was happening? Our cash is going. We are paying cash. Asset is getting reduced. So I had 80,000 money. From that minus, to show it is minus subtraction, we put it in a bracket to easy identification, for easy identification. Okay. So minus 20,000. It is using this 80,000 cash. We are purchasing the machinery. From this 80,000, we took 20,000 and 20,000 worth machinery came inside. Machinery, which is an asset, increased for the business, but cash reduced. 20,000 cash reduced. Clear? Anything is happening to the liability side? Nothing is taking place in the liability side. For the second transaction involves asset and machinery. Both are assets. Cash and machinery, both are asset. So, under asset, the cash is getting reduced. We take 20,000, we gave it to the shop. We got machinery. So the business writes, my 20,000 gone. I paid 20,000. Cash 80,000 minus 20,000. I got a machinery 20,000. Clear? Then we get, now we are going to add or subtract whatever is taking place. These two transactions, 1 and 2, we are going to add it or subtract it, whatever is taking place. Thus we get the new equation. Now see, 80,000 minus 20,000, that is 60,000. Okay? Machinery 20,000. So again we have it in the total 80,000. 60 plus 20 is equal to 80. Come to the liability side, other side, there was nothing, no entry. We had only the capital, so we are repeating it. We took it down. Okay? See the total, again both the sides are equal, 80,000, 80,000. So till there we understand that asset is equal to liability plus capital. Asset side and liability both are equal. Anybody any doubt? Please ask me. Don't proceed with doubts.
Ma'am, can I explain once more?
Yes, Krishna?
Can I explain once more?
Okay, wait. Just a second. From where? The second transaction?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see. Second transaction, purchased machinery for cash. So for the business paid 20,000. I told you in the purse of business had 80,000 as cash. That is the cash balance available with the business. From the 80,000, the business took 20,000 for what? To purchase a machinery. So from this cash, 20,000 we reduce it. We took this 20,000 for what? To buy a machinery worth 20,000. So 20,000 machinery came inside. Machinery is a fixed asset. So asset of the firm, asset of the business increased. At the same time, 20,000 cash of the business decreased. Okay? And regarding that transaction, we don't have anything to be done on the liability side. Okay? This is for asset. This is for liability plus capital. Am I right? You understand? So, liability plus capital, we don't have any transaction related to this. We need to write it only over here. That's done. There is no stock. We had provided stock column, nothing. Now we solve it. As a new equation, we get 80,000. Look at the cash column. 80,000 minus 20,000, that will give you 60,000. Okay? That is 60,000. And again, machinery, we are writing it down. Repeating it. 20,000 came down as a new equation. So 60 plus 20, cash plus machinery gave you 80,000. Again total. Understand? Now look at the liability side. We don't have anything to write here, but we had a capital. So we are making it a new equation. We are writing everything together, bringing it in a single line. So we write this capital down, put it down. Bring it down. So this side the total is 80,000. This side 60 plus 20, 80,000. Both the sides are equal. Yes, Krishna, got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope it's clear. We'll continue in the next session. It's time to wind up. Till now, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody, any doubt? Please let me know. See you in the next session. Yes, somebody?
For this box, how the question will come, or we should do like this.
I'll tell you. This is just a beginning. This question is the same. Like this only you will get. I'll show you more questions.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, I mean, the question I showed you, or you can see there. Here is the other question. Prepare accounting equation. We'll do it in the next class, okay? This is the same way the question will be asked.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. It's time. I wind up. See you in the last session. Also banking.